The culvert project begins. Hi guys, Jackie with Famished Farm, and it's 61 degrees here in Northwest Alabama and beautiful. We're ready for blue jeans and a project that involves some boots. It's a long story. Come on, let's get going. A couple weeks ago, I was doing laundry and I got into some fire ants. And unfortunately, I'm becoming very allergic to those ants. It involves a long storied history of gardening and getting stung by bees and wasps, and I think it's finally just coming to a head. So today, I have my boots on, my Crocs boots, aren't they pretty? And we're gonna go out to the road, the front of the driveway there, and we're gonna measure for the culverts around that I'm wanting to do this fall now that the temps are a little bit lower. And I'm also gonna take measurements from my old rain barrel tables, get 2 additional tables made. And I think I can do that from scrap wood that I've got. So, come on, let's get to it. Okay, so we've got 8 blocks across the top and then 3 blocks deep. And those blocks measure 15 3/4 by 8 by 5 3/4 wide, tall. And then the whole thing is 120 inches and a half. And I'm just going to go from ground 28, roughly from the bottom of the culvert, is 30 inches. I've already messed up my... Okay, that drawing looks like a pair of men's underwear. Okay, get a better view here. So we're going to run whatever wood or rock or stone across the face of that culvert. Just face it with something that doesn't look like concrete block, and then cap it with something. Okay, so that is the south side. Let's go to the north side. This one is longer, so 139 1/4. Interesting. side, 139. It's only 2 courses high. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks wide, long. Okay, and this one, I'm just going to go from there. That's only 14 inches. Just for giggles. That is a 24-inch opening. Inside diameter culvert. That might be typical for culverts. I don't know. Let's try that again. $25.50. So this is the north side culvert, one that is not as tall. It's 9 blocks long and only 2 blocks high. You can see it, once upon a time it was much deeper. A lot of stuff in there. And then over on the south side, it's not as long. So we've only got 8 blocks, and then it goes 3 blocks, 3 plus a little bit long, and you can see really how big that culvert is, how full it is. And then the caps are, once upon a time, there might have been caps. We'll have to knock down that mortar or concrete, whatever the heck it is. Maybe not fill them, but cap them for sure. This is back on the north side. So you can see that's I wonder if they had a wall once upon a time, a taller, another block high, because that certainly looks like another block was sitting on top of it once upon a time. So anyway. Okay, on to our maintenance projects for the day. We had the hurricane or tropical storm Francine come through while we were gone, and this little bit of dirt accumulated in a low spot on the driveway as apparently water was seeping or running over the driveway. So I'm just going to push that back into the yard itself. This always kind of accumulates some dirt in this area. So this is just an ongoing little issue. And a little further down, when I edged a couple weeks ago, it looks like I just missed this area. It's sticking out about 6 inches. So I'm just going to quickly edge this part of the driveway and get that looking good. Why am I doing this? This is something that's not critical. I do it for me because this not straight line kind of drives me crazy, so we're going to fix it. And in addition, we do have some company coming in the month of October, end of September, early October. My sister's coming, my brother is coming with friends Darlene and Jerry. They're going to do a fishing trip. We live in the smallmouth bass capital of the world, so they're going to do a guided fishing trip here coming up toward the end of October. And yes, I know, by the end of October, it is extremely likely that both sides of my driveway will be covered in leaves that are blowing around, and yeah. Anyway, we'll get it done today. As I move the camera, you'll see that's a tape measure on my driveway. I just was wondering how long it was, so I got out my 100-yard tape, and turns out our driveway is 300 feet long. That's to the fence from the road. I'm guessing another 150 feet between the carport and the basketball hoop on the right there. Okay, so this is another maintenance project. We left the grass clippings up, actually Rod did when he mowed last time, and then it rained. So these grass clippings are not going anywhere, so unless I remove them, they will sit there forever. So I'm going to just sweep those into a pile along the side, one of the sides of the sidewalk, and then I'll come back and broom those into my little dustbin. So to be perfectly honest with you, I'm not sure how Rod does this. I don't know if he uses the blower to blow these off, if he does it right after he mows, or if he just lets the wind kind of take them where they may. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. The sidewalk usually looks very nice, and I don't ever have an issue with how he maintains the yard. But because I've got a few hours today, I'm going to just go ahead and do this little project that doesn't take very long, and the payoff is huge. It looks great when it's all done. Rod did edge this part of the front landing there at the front porch, but he didn't remove the dirt, so when it rained, the dirt just kind of seeped onto the landing here. So I'm just going to dust some of that, broom some of it off, some of it I throw in the dustbin there, and kind of neaten that up also. And then while I'm there, of course, there's some grass coming up between our floating sidewalk there and that landing. So I'm just going to go ahead and weed that quick too. So I'm going to put away all of these tools, and that's the hardest work I had to do today. So that was nothing. I'm pleased to have that. We are, like I said, getting ready for company, and I'm doing my deep cleaning in the house also, and that is a lot harder work than what I just spent, I don't know, an hour doing, maybe not quite. I would much rather be outside putzing around than, doing the carpet cleaning, vacuuming, high dusting, doing the mini blinds. Ugh. Thanks to our county extension office, we are the proud owners of 2 new rain barrels to go along with these 4. We bought those from our county up in Illinois, and so I am going to make now 2 more of these 4 tables. We're gonna recreate 2 of these. Shadows are making it kind of hard. So let me get a materials list, and I'll leave this down in the description if anybody wants to make these. 21. $15 on the interior. So that's a 2x4, 15 inches long. Need 7 of those. And then our height would be -1.5. They're just 12-inch 4x4s times 4. So very simple. So it's 2 pieces, front and back, of this 21-inch 2x4, and these are all pressure treated lumber. 4 of the 4x4s, 12 inches high. And then the table itself is formed by more 2x4s that are 15 inches long. And there's 7 of those, 2 on each end and then 5 across the actual table itself that forms the tabletop. That's a pretty simple cut list, and I think while I'm gone to Florida, I'll ask Rod if he can help me cut that stuff. So that will be ready then to put together when I get back. So that's kind of it for today, guys. I think the work boots, not work boots, they're Crocs rain boots, kept me out of the ants out front in the culvert. We got our measurements for that, and I'll kind of put up a pretty version of our drawing. That's not very pretty. So I don't have CAD type skills or anything, but I can do a little bit better drawing. So you can see what I'm kind of thinking about doing. And I'm calling it the Culvert surround. So it's just a way to kind of beautify that area that's always kind of bugged me. Not the side so much, but the top where you can see the open blocks. That really bugs me. And I always worry that Tilly's going to be running and then break her leg on that or something. And who knows? It could be me with all my mishaps. It could be me breaking a leg. So anywho, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for being here. If you'd like our content, please like and subscribe and follow along so you can see what else we're working on. Thanks.